Coach Leslie.
And I'm Coach Andrea, and welcome to CLAFitness Stretching on the Go. Runners, bicyclists, fitness enthusiasts, we know how you are. You do your workout, you have 10 minutes to eat, get dressed, shower, get out the door.
Stretching?
Stretching?
Who does that? This routine is designed for exactly that reason. It's something you can do on the go, sometime during your day. It takes a few minutes. All you need is a chair or a bench, or I'll even be showing you some options for standing. So you can take a break during your day and try it, or just squeeze it in on the way to work.
Or like at night when you're sitting in front of the television. Come on, you know you can do it then.
And we all know we should stretch, and we all don't do enough of it.
If you're not sure what is appropriate for you, please consult with a coach. You're going to see some modifications for this. Please choose what is appropriate for you today. And really work to feel where we're trying to get you to stretch.
All right,
let's get started, team.
We're going to start with a Spiderman Lunge.
I don't actually need the chair.
Okay, this is a great mobility and flexibility thing. You're going to start down and actually put yourself into a plank. And then you're going to step one foot forward as far as you can with your foot flat and rotate up to the side. Pause for a second or two. You're going to come down and switch legs. Switch. We're going to do each side 5 times. And you may notice that the sides feel very different.
That's pretty typical.
This isn't about going fast. It's about actually feeling the stretch.
For all of you who just switched the video to play at 1.25 speed, put it back. Put it back to normal. I'm looking at you. That would be me.
Me too. Guilty as charged. Good. All right. All right, we are going to move on to a glute stretch, which is a figure 4 stretch. You can do it seated, standing, or lying down.
Or with dog.
Of course, dogs always help. She might even show us a down dog.
Right. That's later.
All right, we're going to cross one leg over. We're going to sit back and really work to feel that glute on the side of the bent knee.
Keep your ankle flexed, and if you're seated, you can try leaning forward. It helps to be on the edge of the seat as well. Just gently. How long are we holding these for?
About 20 seconds. Okay. Good. And then we'll switch sides. If you're standing and you just need to touch something to kind of help balance, you can do it against a light pole, stairwell, whatever.
Oh yeah, this hip is much tighter. Just keep breathing through this. And you want it to stretch, but you don't want it to hurt. So never, I would never push it that far. That should feel good.
Okay, we're going to move on to a hamstring stretch. So many ways you can do a hamstring stretch. This is probably the one you want to be the most cautious with. It is easy to overstretch hamstrings. And a lot of people think because their hamstrings are tight, they need to stretch them. If you overstretch them, they'll actually get tighter. So you just want to feel that gentle tug. Andrew's going to do it seated with a leg out. And I'm going to do it standing.
So I'm seated on the edge of the, excuse us, Georgia. Sitting on the edge of the chair with my foot bent up towards my knee. And just very gently reaching forward.
Yep. You want to feel it right back in the mid part of your hamstring.
Keeping your back flat. Both ways you're doing this. Make sure your back is flat.
Good, and let's switch sides.
You may find that the chair digs in a little bit. In that case, I would just put a little padding on it, or if you don't have a padded chair. This one's fine. It doesn't bother me, but it can bother you. change how it feels by moving your foot around a little
Yes,
bit.
you can. Good. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to adductors. So that is your inner thigh muscles, one that people don't tend to stretch very often. It often can get sore, especially if your hamstrings have been kind of overworked. Your adductors will tend to take over. So you're going to reach out to the side. Oops. It just depends on your flexibility, how big of a lean you need.
For seated, you're going to put one cheek basically on the chair. Stick your foot out, holding on. I find it easier to put my foot flat, but you know,
Mine too.
you can figure out what works for you.
You're going to feel it right down here.
And to lean forward just a little bit for me works better to engage it. And again, this should feel good. I'm not going crazy with this one.
Good, and then you're going to switch sides. Can you help us stretch?
Of course. Georgia always takes time to stretch.
Yeah,
sure.
She's very good at down dog and up dog, but not on command. See, you can even fit your stretching in while petting the dog.
I think most dogs would demand that, right?
Good. All right. Now we're going to move on to a side bend, which
nobody moves that.
Yeah, super simple. None of us think to do it. You reach your hands up high and literally lean to the side. You'll feel a stretch all the way through your lats, down through your obliques, and the whole side. It should feel really good.
And you're keeping your hips square, so you're not really bending at the hips. Which, if you're seated, you're forced to keep it where they are. So.
Good, and we'll switch sides. And come back up. All right. Now we're going to move on to a bent over reach and twist. It's a little bit similar to our Spider-Man twist that we started with, but with this one you go both directions, so really working on the mobility through your spine. You can do it supported on something, or you can do it just using your knee to help support you. And you're going to take your arm and you're going to reach underneath or one direction first, and then you're going to open up and reach the other way.
You're following your
Yeah, with your gaze,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you get the full effect.
And if you're doing it standing like I am, you want to make sure you're not shifting your hips to make it stretch less. And we'll do one more on this side. Good. Then you're going to switch sides. Start with your reach through.
Oof. And yeah, you may notice
One side is more flexible than the other.
than the other.
Good. One more. Well done.
Oh, that was good.
Yes.
Next one, we're going to do a supported upper back stretch. This should feel good too, but you do need a surface which is about at hip height, so whatever you can find. We're going to share the chair. Hinging at hip.
You're going to drop your head through your straight arms. Your knees are soft. You want to be pushing your chest towards the ground.
That neck relax.
You can try your hands either palm down like we have them, or you can try them with the thumb up. And it just gets the stretch slightly different in your shoulders.
If you can have a little more space to wear a little tight, you could bring your arms out just a little bit more too.
A little wider than shoulder width would be good. Good.
We're going to do a slight neck stretch. I'm going to sit down for this, Leslie will be standing.
You want to be just gentle with this, but we all get a lot of tension in our upper backs, especially with all the computer work, working at home, sitting, running, driving. So you're going to extend one arm out and just gently take your head to the side.
Very gently. You don't actually have to use your hand, but you definitely want to make sure your ear is dropping directly to your shoulder. No twisting at all.
Right.
And you can play with where your hand is to see where you feel it. Or you can just leave it, you can tuck it in or not use it at all. Lots of options.
Good, and then we'll take it to the other side.
Ooh, yeah. I feel a little uneven there.
Very uneven.
Changing the angle where your hand is does make a big difference. So play with that. Don't forget to breathe.
Good. All right, and then our final stretch is going to be a yoga down dog. We like this one because it kind of does the whole posterior chain, but especially it will get calves.
Oh yeah, they need it. Always.
Always. And a lot of runners and a lot of people can't feel the typical calf stretch, so we found that this is a great way to get one. You can play around with how wide your feet is and where your feet are.
You can bend your knees to get to the deeper calf.
Or you can kind of bicycle through your knees. Wherever you can feel that stretch. And slowly work your way forward.
All right. Thanks for joining us and doing that. Come on, it wasn't too bad stretch. Don't forget to like us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we will see you out there next time.
Subscribe to our channel if you like it. Bye. Now you can take it up. Oh, look at who came to visit.
Yay!
Are you going to stretch?
Of
Are you
course.
going to stretch?
Okay.